Hi everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights 2. So I've got a new pop filter today, so I don't know how good or bad that's going to be. It should be better, but I haven't been able to give it a quick run, so I wanted to do an LP of Comic Zone, but it doesn't run nice in Kega Fusion, and nothing else seems to record nicely, so Regen and Megasys ran the ROM nicely, but they wouldn't record nicely, so after a few hours I give up on that. Anyway, that's not important right now. Let's get back to Neverwinter Nights 2. Shall we depart for Castle Never? Yes, let's leave. That opening monologue here, couldn't I, if I'd have thought.
Ah, Sir Grayson. A pleasure to see you.
It is my honor to serve, my lord.
What brings you here? You look troubled.
My lord, it has come to my attention that this man stands accused of murder and is to be given over to Luskan for trial.
What you have heard is true. Is that why you are here?
I am here because this man is my squire and must be tried by your hand and the will of the gods alone.
What is this nonsense? This knight has no squire.
I would choose your words carefully, Ambassador, lest I think you are accusing one of my knights of speaking lies.
I only hear the words of a man shielding a murderer.
Then let the accused speak. What say you? Does my knight speak truly? Are you his squire?
It's a shame I can't get Desmond to take the fall, because the camera was kind of pointing at him, but that would be quite difficult, I think, to get across. So let's try and be straight. I am his squire, and I swear to serve Neverwinter faithfully and well.
Then it is true. That means this squire will be tried here, Ambassador, not within Luskan's walls.
There is no justice in this, but I was a fool to expect justice in Neverwinter.
Seeing that gloating smile strip from her face pleases me more than you will know. But this has bought only a little more time. Time we cannot afford to waste. We must find the truth of what happened at Ember, and quickly. But you cannot do so here. You have my leave to depart Neverwinter, provided you give your word to return for the trial.
Yes, of course, Lord Nasher.
Travel to Port Last. Someone there can guide you to Ember. Then return with whatever you can that will prove your innocence.
It would be wise to speak to Hieromos in Port Last. He is said to be a fair man and vigilant of his people and the lands around. We'll see.
You are to be congratulated on joining the service of Neverwinter and its knights. Serve Neverwinter, and it will serve you. For now, go to Port Last. It should be marked upon your map. Once there, see about visiting Ember as well. Keep your resolve. I am confident you will expose the truth of this matter soon enough, and after this trial, I will have more duties for you.
I cannot wait. So, shouldn't I have an extra character? I could talk to Sand now, couldn't I? Let's talk to Sand.
Yes?
I wanted to ask you about the trial and the evidence we need.
Yes, what of it?
We already know all these, but how much evidence do you think we'll need?
Well, we'll gather it all up and see. If you think you have enough, ask me for my opinion and I shall give it to you.
And should we go straight to your man in Fort Last?
To Port Last, then to Ember. Then see what we find along the way, I think. I suspect Luskan has not covered their tracks well. Nothing would please me more. Very well. What answers do you seek?
Okay. That was not what I expected. I can talk to Sir Neville or Sir Grayson Corrit, who's my knight. So let's talk to him. We can talk more once you're prepared for the trial, Squire. How goes your investigation? Our mages and scouts have turned up nothing as yet. I'll return when I have something to report. But first, have you any idea where I should search for clues? I would travel to Ember. You were the last one to travel through the village. Perhaps you will notice something our scouts did not. Failing that, Port Last is close to Ember. Someone there may know something of what truly happened. The first captain of Port Last is your best bet. Also, Sand here, as much as I hate to admit it, may be able to spot something. He has a talent for seeing what's out of place. Careful, lest I blush from all these compliments. That wasn't a compliment, Sand. Usually if something's out of place, you're suspiciously close by. Before you go, speak to First Captain of Port Last, Hieramos. He may have some information concerning Ember that may be of use. And you will need at least one piece of evidence to clear your name as well. Without speaking to Hieramos and some evidence to clear your name, you have no chance in the trial at all. Oh, I can speak to Lord Nasher. I'm not sure if he'll appreciate it, though. Well met. How go your travels? Do you know anything about the battle fought in West Harbour against the King of Shadows long ago? If memory serves, that was where the King of Shadows was defeated. We lost almost every soldier of Neverwinter, to a man, in that battle at West Harbour, and we suffered terrible losses. When their bodies were recovered, it is said that they were rotted, decayed, as if devoured from within. Horrid. The King of Shadows was said to have a legion of demons at his command, and many villages did not survive the battles along the Mare as West Harbour did, but the exact purpose of this sorcerer or being was never known. Don't diss peasants. Not wrong with peasants. Okay, this isn't super interesting. Won't zoom out, there we go. Oh, don't these bloody academy students. Mind you, I don't have Quara with me, I've got Sand instead. I think my first bet should probably be pop back to the tavern and pick up some party members.
Can I help you?
Do business to you.
All things arcane, sold right here. Looking for anything in particular? Okay, so it looks like he's got a lot of good stuff. How much does that add? Strength plus 4. I think we'll probably be buying that soon. AC plus 2 and con plus 2 is pretty good. Is this a monk thing? No, it uses haste. It's not a permanent haste, and it's AC plus 4. Costs a lot more than AC plus 3, though. AC plus 2 in certain situations. So this is gauntlets, and this is a belt, so they can actually stack, so that's nice. This is charisma plus 4, which is also very nice. And that just gives charisma plus 1, so lots of stuff to buy there. That's not very impressive. This is all quite nice. This would work well on Nishka probably. But she might already have one even. Int +3 would be good for sand. So this is all crafting stuff. Ah, you've got 2 magic bags. Well, let's buy those now. And now remember this, because we might need this at some point. We will buy this now. We'll buy the braces of AC +3. I don't think Sam's got any.
I think it is time everyone marched behind me, your new glorious leader.
AC +2 would be good, because Kelgar needs some... is it Kelgar? Yeah, because he's got the Helmet of True Seeing. He really needs some extra AC.
Yes.
Charisma +4 will be useful for you, because I do keep having to make charisma-based checks and failing, so we'll buy that as well. I could even sell the Harvest Cloak. I mean, it's got memories, but it's just going to clog up the inventory, isn't it? I'll probably give this stuff to Kelgar, I think. Mind you, you are a physical attacker, you can have it. Concentration +6 is not ever so impressive, I'd rather have strength. Oh, does it not stack? Oh, that sucks. Well, that's worth knowing. Is that AC? Just deflection, though. And what was that? That was AC deflection. I don't think Kelgar will be bothered about darkness, because he can true see anyway. Right, I might leave it there for buying stuff right now, because there's probably more traders here. Hey, you! Get away from there! Aye! Help us! Where'd he go? Oh, there's imps in the crates, are there? Careful now. Don't get too close to them crates. You look like an important fellow. Do you work at the school? Important fellow, my eye. Flatterers ain't no better than thieves, that's what the hell might say. The one steals your goods, t'other your favour. Now be off. You can ply your pet pretty words at the Moonstone Mask. Honest folk have honest work to do. Each of these crates is labelled with large red letters. Academy property, danger, do not open. I can probably break them open. How do I do that? How do I open these up? There's no bash option. I'll hear no more from you. Just stay away clear of those crates. Maybe I have to bring Quara here? I'll come back with Quara. They might let them out. She might be able to let them out. He must wander around, I guess. Right, first things first. Let's get Nishka and Kelgar. Interesting that I've got some more stuff back on the map, but not everything. Don't know if these guys have new inventories. They might well do. And I'm sure there are more shops than just one in the merchant districts, Black Lake districts even. Mind you, we checked these shops out, didn't we? And they didn't have any new stock. This is a longer trip than I remember. So we need a thief. We've already got a wizard. And I want a fighter, so we'll take Kelgar. Oh, no, I don't think Chandra could probably
Something
use
you
some
want?
gloves. Yeah.
Follow me!
Is Sans good at lore? I'd hope so. Nope, that's the wrong one. That's my books and scrolls. Okay, so this I'll count that as evidence. Even if the game doesn't, I think that's evidence.
I think it is time everyone marched behind me, your new glorious leader.
Yes.
Yes, something you want?
Cold Iron Short Sword doesn't sound very impressive,
How can
does
I
it?
help?
Have you got anything that might be better? That might
I
be.
concur.
What's that? Light armour, so it'd be good for Nishka. AC +3. And some extra skills, so
How
if
can
this
I
is
help?
as good as armour, you can wear that. Yeah, it's better. But I'll hang on to Mithril Chainmail, because I can always enchant it later. Where did you get that from? Oh, they both give you -2. Okay, fair enough. Wrong way here. Where did he say to go? Port Last, that's where I'm going.
Yes?
Ah, and here we are in the illustrious Port Last. Watch where you step. You might get some of the local culture on your boots. God, Sand, you hold your nose so high it's a wonder you don't wear a hat on it. I don't even know what that means, my dear, but I'm sure as far as your local expressions go, it's quite quaint and charmingly ignorant. It does look like we stood in a sewer. It could just be rainwater. Right, enough you two. We're here to gather information. We should find Hieromos as quickly as we can. He can grant us access to Ember, and hopefully we can find some clues there. Ask some of the locals couldn't hurt either. After we speak to Hieromos, of course. Agreed. They may have seen something. As long as we use simple words, we may be able to get some information out of them. I'll try to sort through what we find as we discover it, but check with me if you're ever curious about all we've gathered. I have a good sense for when we have enough to bring to trial. Well, alright, Sand, I'm glad to have you along. The pleasure is all mine. As exceptional as my skills are, it is good to see them put to good use. But I think we will put them to good use next episode. I'll have a quick review of this to make sure that the mic's working okay. Hopefully my voice will be a bit less hoarse. That's not a side effect of the pop filter. I've just got a slightly hoarse voice. I didn't realise until I started recording. Well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time for some more Neverwinter Nights 2. That was quite cute. He licked the water. That's the bloody murderer. It could be the bloody murderer as well.